What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? Today is gut check day. This is the time to decide, did you pick the right validator? Because guess what? It's here. USTD voting is about to happen. So I'm going to suggest, by the way, that we take some risk and that we vote yes and that we get this thing started. You're going to need to look at the white paper. You're going to look at need to look at the security audit. Make your own decision. I'm not telling you that I'm right or wrong. I'm telling you that in my belief, in order for us to thrive as an ecosystem, we need these types of things. So it's going to be on you today to start to figure out what's going on. So let me tell you what's happening here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. First, UST protocol should start around 5 to 6 p.m. today. Redline Drifter and Rednick's final decision will be if the vote, we don't know yet what the decision will be if the vote is not passed. There's many options and all will be considered. However, I do know what will happen if it votes to implement this new stablecoin. There is way more backstage than you could think of. That is what is called dedication to the biggest crypto comeback story. A lot of pleasantries. Here's the thing. Today's your opportunity to vote. Before you go vote, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Before you go vote, go to terracasino.io, sign up, get a username, use that username in my live streams. We're giving away $50 every single day if you take the time to go there. It's 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for those of you in overseas nations or anything like that. If you have the time, certainly go check it out. Also, if you're trading meme coins or utility coins, Terraport.finance is your place to trade. Remember, this is one of the top burn protocols in all of Terra Luna Classic. Now, let's skip all the pleasantries. There is the SDK 50 upgrade that is not up for a vote yet, but it is a consideration. For meme coins, not a lot of movement. You got Juris pumping 17%, but that is really it. Remember, Terra, remember Lenny Lunk, both of those had already had these nice little pumps. They're still holding pretty firmly, down just a little bit in the 24-hour period, but up overall. All right, validators are right here. So if you made a good decision on AutoStake, on all nodes, on KuCoin, on Lunk Live, on Orion, if you made good decisions on each and every one of these, then guess what? Then we're going to get a USTD stablecoin. That's exactly what I think we've needed in this USTC. I don't know what to say about that one. If you want to, I would recommend you hold on to a little bit of it just in case something happens at some point later on. But this is about Luna Classic at this point, and this is about earning yield off of UST. Now let's go to our man on the street, Chartington, for the chart of chartings. I'm just kidding. You know what I'm talking. So anyway, there's a bounce off of the 50. We rejected off of the 200. That means that we're most likely in an upward trend for the last couple of hours. There was some dump overnight. Remember, today is the day that the U.S. decides on rate cuts. We're going to get a rate cut, I'm pretty sure, today, which is going to move markets. I'm not sure it's going to move it generally, let me say that. Generally, it's going to be in an upward fashion today. I'm not really sure. This is an opportunity for buy the rumor, sell the news, scalp trading, stuff like that. So you could see a lack of a breakout. You might get one, you might start wondering what's happening. Then you might see a bunch of people start to sell off. Then you could see that cascade down as bears start to take over and grab liquidity. When you look at the market overall, we're looking at the total market cap right now. Total market cap sitting at the RSI around 50, which means that we're just in the middle. You look at the fear and greed index, also just kind of sitting right there. So we could literally go one way or another. However, take one step back here when we're doing it and we look right here. What are we seeing? We're seeing this nice curl above the 50, taking us back up and pushing us towards new all-time highs. Now, that's what it looks like. That doesn't mean you can't get that falling dagger to kind of seal your fate, if you will, get you freaked out, get you selling because something like that could happen. We've seen it many times before, and we haven't touched that 200 MA in a very long time. When you get close to it, you tend to get a touch on it. And, that's just historically, that's kind of the way that it works. And remember, this is a lagging indicator. We're not actually attacking the 200 MA. Bears are not shooting for that. This is just the average close price. And when you start to take your profit ranges, then it averages itself out to most likely we're going to get a touch there. Now, the other thing is we've already had that touch. So this might be all for naught. We might not even see that 50. We might see a nice little run. I don't know yet, but that's the thing that I'm watching for. That's the thing that we're paying attention to. Volume trading is down to 10.7 from 12 million yesterday. USTC, same thing. And then we've got the burns, and just really not a lot of burns. We had 34 million yesterday. We're up to 174 million. Again, we need 2 billion every week, and stuff like USTD is going to do that. Stuff like Market Module, they're going to do that. Like, you know, that's going to increase the level of burns, the levels of engagement, the levels of involvement for everybody. And I hope I kept this quick and succinct. I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster every single day so that you guys are informed and know what's going on. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. Make sure that you look and decide what your vote is going to be. You either want progress on this chain or you don't want progress on this chain. And when I say that, I don't mean good or bad progress. I mean that the USTD is progress, no matter what anybody thinks, whether they like it or don't like it. It is still progress on the chain. So you have to decide, do you want progress or do you not want progress? Go look at that white paper, make a good decision. Hopefully these validators that you've validated with are supporting what you think is the right thing to do. So we'll see what happens. Good luck.